Alright, I'm Capt.Matt Wirt with Real Adventure Charters. Been tying a fly here. Been calling it the Mohawk fly. Been using it for the albacore, Spanish mackerel here right off the beach. It also works really good for trout, redfish, and it's a pretty good snook fly as well. So you can get quite a few species out of this one fly. Right now I'm wrapping in some lead wire on the base of this hook. You can use lead wire or soldering wire from your local hardware store. It's about all the same. Let's get it positioned where you want it. Make sure it's right where you want it so this hook does ride correctly, or the fly rides correctly through the water. Alright, it's pretty good. Let's go ahead and whip finish this off. There's a few steps in this fly where you cut the thread and reattach. Only a few of them are a little tricky. Just go ahead and lay down a little cement base here real quick. Doesn't have to be perfect. Go ahead and reattach your thread. Now we're going to use some Estas Grande material. I would usually use just regular Estas material in this application, but right now all I have is Grande material with me. We'll go ahead and wrap that in, then palmer it towards the front. There we go. Go ahead and just tie that off. Pull these fibers back. Get them out of your way. There we go. Alright, go ahead and whip finish that part off. Little dab of cement. I'm not going to worry about the back one. Still making sure everything is where I want it. Now I'm using some flexi cord. This is 1/4 inch. This is the clear pearl color. What we're going to do is take the hook out of the vise. Take and slip the flexi cord material over the fly. Go ahead and poke the hook through. There we go. Reattach it to the vise. And just trim away this on the front here near the eye. So you can go ahead and tie it off. Here we go. Go ahead and reattach your thread. We're going to build up a head here because we're going to put some stick-on eyes on this fly. But we're not going to build it up all the way yet because we've got one more piece to add in. Alright, everything looks good. If any of your Estas material is sticking out of the flexi cord stuff, just trim it off. You might get one here or there. Not a big deal. There we go. Alright, we'll call this the Mohawk fly. Then we're going to come in with a zonker strip right on top. I like using pink, yellow, and white zonker strips for this application. Right now we're going to use a white zonker strip. We're going to tie this in right on top of the fly. This flexi cord material acts as an anti-fouling device. We're going to tie in the back side of this zonker strip, and it keeps it from fouling. Anybody that's thrown a rabbit fly, zonker fly, knows how a rabbit likes to wrap back around the hook shank. It'll always find its way back around for whatever reason. Alright, we're going to build this up a little bit and build up a head here. You can attach stick-on eyes later. Okay, that's about good. Just whip finish off. 2, 3. Alright. Little tricky part right here. Make sure everything is right on top. Yep, there we go. Take your fly. Turn it around in your vise. And now what we want to do is come in, attach your thread to your flexi cord material. This does get a little tricky. Just want to hold everything, pinch it down. Go ahead and wrap it off. Alright, get rid of your tag end here. Bring your zonker strip down. And I found if you wet your fingers a little bit here, it makes it a little bit easier to work with this zonker material. I'm going to pull it apart and then wrap right over. Make a few loose wraps here. You can get everything where you want it. Make sure it's straight on top. Alright, we'll make a few more wraps. We're holding it with our fingers here. Then we're going to whip finish this off. Just pull you out a lot of thread. There's one whip finish. And we'll go ahead and do another one. There we go. That's 2. Everything laid down properly here. We want to come through, cut off the excess flexi cord tubing, and that's it. We're going to apply a little epoxy. Turn this fly upside down. I'm going to apply a little epoxy. That was a bit much right there. On the back side, on that first wrap, on that back wrap. Then we're going to apply some epoxy on the front here, trying not to get it into your zonker strip. Then we're also going to apply a little bit right along the side of the body. We're going to let it run down to the top, which will be the top. Got a little bit of glue that just fell off. Want to be careful not to get the glue into your zonker strips there, your zonker material. This part isn't critical, but I like to go ahead and pull it down tight. Just kind of tap on it a little bit, and it will glue your zonker material to the top of your flexi cord. It just makes the fly a little more durable. Then we come through with some stick-on eyes. I like to use the little small guys here. We'll put stick-on eyes on each side of this fly, and then we'll let it dry, put a second coat of epoxy over the eyes, and that's it. When it's all said and done, this is what you'll come out with.